Today we're going to do an in-depth detailed tutorial on this bridal eye makeup look. I know eye makeup can be a little intimidating, but I promise once you get this down, it is like riding a bike. When I did bridal makeup, I always did the eyes first, and what I do to prep them is I just add some concealer. Then you can take a sponge or a brush. This is just the hourglass brush. I'm gonna buff this in all over the eye. And it's very important to set that concealer with just a powder. This is just the hourglass translucent powder. And then this is a Real Techniques setting brush. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pat this all over the eye. Now you're ready for eyeshadow. This is the Natasha Denona I Need a Warm palette. Just gonna take this eyeshadow brush. This is from Persona. This is the blend brush. I really like this because it's dual-ended. I'm gonna start with a light transition shade. This is shade Ripe. And I'm gonna tap off the excess. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start on the outer corner and I kind of do like circling motions like this. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drag this up underneath the brow. But I'm leaving this area blank because that's where the shimmer is gonna go. And I really like the inner corners to be more on the brightening side. Going back in with a little bit more. Basically, I just wanna build up this color so that it's ready for the next shade. Once I start going into the darker shades, I'm gonna flip the brush over and I'm gonna use something a little bit smaller. It's gonna give me more control. I'm gonna go in with shade Fever. Same thing, tap off the excess. I'm gonna focus this on the outer corner lash line and I'm just going back and forth like this. I'm not doing those circling motions anymore. And I like to look straight ahead just to see exactly where I want that product to go. For the shimmer, I'm gonna use this one here. This is shade Elm, and I'm gonna pick it up with my finger. I'm just gonna start pressing this on that inner corner, and I'm taking it about halfway right here, and I'm gonna stop. I always say if you want more pigment, use your hands. And if you want less pigment, which I do for this Urban Decay Moon Dust, I'm gonna use this Sigma E49 brush. This is Space Cowboy. I used Cosmic for the other look, but I can't find that one right now. So we're gonna use Space Cowboy. Just gonna lightly start putting this on top of that other shade. For the winged eyeliner, this is the Urban Decay 24/7 Inks. This is shade 0. What you're gonna do is you're gonna look straight ahead, and I'm gonna start on the outer edge right here, and I'm just gonna kind of flick it out to where I want it to go. And then right on the outer edge, I'm just gonna connect it to the middle of the eye, but I'm stopping in the middle. I'm just gonna kind of fill in the blanks, make it look seamless. Winged eyeliner definitely takes practice. What I love about doing the eyes first, especially when you're doing a wing, is you can sharpen it with a makeup wipe if you mess up. I'm just gonna curl the lash. This lash curler is from Tweezerman. Using my Rare Beauty mascara, I'm just gently tugging at the base and then pulling up. Lashes, these are the Ardell 420s. And I only use one lash, and what I do is I just fold this in half, take my makeup scissors, and I'm just cutting it directly down the middle. Now you have 2 half lashes. On the lash line, I'm just adding some of this Duo Black Lash Adhesive. I let that sit for about 30 seconds so it gets tacky, that way it's not sliding around on the eye. And what I'm doing is I'm putting this on the outer half of the eye. I'm gonna like close my eye and like really get that on the base. And I kind of like to press it together with my natural lash. See, I got a little bit of mascara on my eye. I let that completely dry. And then with the spoolie, I just scrape it off. So top part of the eyes are done. I'm gonna do the rest of my face and I'll be back. I'm going back to Ripe. This is the first transition shade. I'm using the other side of that Persona brush. And I'm just gonna sweep this underneath the eye. Really don't have to be super precise with this shade since it's the lighter one. I'm using this Laura Mercier flat eyeliner brush. I'm gonna take the Broken shade. This is the darker brown. This is shade Flash Over. I'm just gonna gently stamp this shade on the outer corner and like I'm connecting it with that wing. To highlight the inner corners, I'm gonna use a more detailed brush again. It's a Spectrum 18 and I'm going back to Elm. This is the shimmer shade that I used in the beginning. And I'm just placing this on the inner corner and I'm gonna drag it down below. All right, you guys, that is the final eye look. Let me know what you guys think and if you try this out.